Hey guys, what's up? It's me, River from Battlefadersinc. I'm going to be doing a new series for Battlefadersinc, and it's going to be featuring the top 5 of a certain thing. For example, right now we're doing top 5 of level 8 Synchros. The first one, as you can see, is Crimson Blader. Now, if this gets enough views, which I doubt it will, but you never know. I mean, I might get lucky because, 2 subscribers, that really helps my ego that I have, apparently. I'm going to do this whether you guys watch it or not. So, just, if you like it, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up or whatever. You can look us up on Facebook, give us a like. We're going to start posting regularly, hopefully. So the first season, first video episode for the series, we're going to feature Crimson Blader. Well, we're going to feature the top 5 level 8 Synchros. It used to be top 6 with Red Dragon Archfiend, but then I realised that Red Dragon Archfiend isn't very viable anymore, because not many people set its old Draco Sack, Big Eye, or Big Ass Kaiko, the Ghost Destroyer, or Jaugen, whatever. We're going to start off with Crimson Blader. Level 8 Fire, if you don't know what he does, he stops E-Dragons in their tracks, because when your opponent, when it destroys the opponent's monster and sends it to the graveyard, now remember, it has to send it to the graveyard, so if your opponent has macro up, you're going to have a bad time. But so it stops cards like Redox from coming out, or Blaster, or any of the elemental dragons, so that's a plus. So it stops Draco Sack and Big Eye becoming a threat next turn. It stops, basically it just stops E-Dragons, because they can't discard to special summon at all, meaning that they have to set the baby ones, and none of the baby ones have a defense higher than 2800, unless they already had a Redox in defense mode, which is completely easy to get over, because everybody runs Shield and Sword, right? Everyone runs that, right? Change the attack and defense, change it, right? That's a meta card now. No, Crimson Blader kills basically everything. It gets over Blaster, it gets over the Tidal, it gets over. Yeah, you get the point, right? So it's the 5th one, so it's a good card. I can see it is being played in the current format. Not so much against Prophecies, because Prophecies, you guys may have noticed, have updated their list and taking up Priestess, and even if Priestess was still viable for them, I don't think that they would, Crimson Blader would be that good unless you knew that they had Priestess in their hand. I mean, anyway, so the next one is the Beauty Colossal Fighter. Colossal Fighter, if you don't know, it gains 100 attack for each warrior in either player's graveyard. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, so again, Macrocosmos stops it. But Macro has been you don't see Macro Rabbits, which makes me sad because I play Macro Rabbits. You don't see Macro Rabbits anywhere near the top tables or anything. I'm not sure whether it will linger around any longer. We're just going to have to wait and see. But so it's a level 8 Dark, so a good thing if you're running BLS. A level 8 Dark, Warrior Synchro, 2800, but 1000 defense. Crimson Blader has 2600 defense, so you never know. But the good thing about Colossal Fighter is that you can, let's say that you have Colossal Fighter on the field and they have maybe Crimson Blader, you can ram and special summon Colossal Fighter back and be like, oh, you killed me. Now what? 28 directly. It's just a really good card because it gets over Stardust, it gets over Thought Ruler, it gets over Scrap Dragon, and attacks again. So it's not incredibly broken. It's not like the next tier 0 card. It's a good card that could be if you could spam out level 8s, I'd suggest Colossal Fighter. Thought Ruler wins, though, over Colossal Fighter, which is our next thing, funnily enough. Thought Ruler Archfiend. Now, the reason it beats over it is not because of its like attack and defense, but it's because of its effect. Those that know what Thought Ruler Archfiend does, let me just... you can't see anyway. When this card destroys postmaster by battle and sends it to the graveyard. Why do they always have to send it to the graveyard? Gain life points equal to that monster's original attack. You can pay 1,000 life points to negate the activation of a spell or trap card that targets exactly one Psychic-type monster and destroy it. That could include cards that it stops, Deepers, Zenmane, no, not Zenmane, sorry, that's next, that's later, Mind Control, and Monster Reborn. It could stop Gemini Spark for those wild hero decks, and it could stop Pot of Avarice if you're versing Psychics, but nobody plays Psychics except maybe a wild Psychic player. So these three break practically. Now, cards that it doesn't stop is, well, the good three examples is Black Rose, Dark Hole, and Creature Swap. So, because they don't target. So, that's a bad thing about Thought Ruler. But you pay 1,000 to negate, and then you just attack a monster with maybe more than 1,000 attack, because Sangan's banned. So you attack maybe a Lagia without materials, or with materials, and you gain 2,400. And you go, okay, so now I can negate 2 more, and still have 400 plus. So next one is Scrap Dragon. This is number 2 of my top 5. I mean, you guys could think that Colossal Fighter is maybe top 1, but I honestly think that Scrap Dragon is top 2. Like, he's in the second one. Mainly because he can kill whatever he wants, except maybe a Draco Sack while they have 2 tokens. He can kill Big Eye, either by attacking it or popping it. He can kill Back Row that looks suspicious. For example, you could set Creature Swap if you ran Creature Swap and pop maybe their Mirror Force, because people run Mirror Force apparently. He also pops monsters, so he pops Zenmanes, attack Zenmanes, and then if you have another thing that's over 2,100, you attack that as well. Catastor, annoying Catastor, gets killed by Thought Ruler Colossal, but Scrap Dragon just pops it, still attack directly, just to annoy him. It's alright, it's a really good card because it pops, it destroys, so it's not even a cost to destroy your own card. Oh, that's the Starlight Road you have on the field? Let me pop that. Or one of my favourites, which is, honestly, it makes me laugh every time I'm able to pull it off. Mind Control, their monster. Pop, pop. Or Set Dandy, pop, pop. This card is just really good in general. It's 2,800. I mean, if they made it 2,500, I would disagree. Like, I'd put it down under Thought Ruler, but since it's 28 and it beats over Stardust Dragon, it's a good card. Stardust Dragon. Now, everybody should know what Stardust Dragon does. If you don't know what Stardust Dragon does, you obviously have never gone up against a Synchro player ever, or you've just started out and you're watching this video because you think I'm Asian Eyes. Shout out to Asian Eyes, by the way. He's a really good duelist. Stardust Dragon negates the activation of a spell, trap, or monster's effect that will destroy a card or cards on the field, and destroy that card. If you negate it, you have to tribute it, but if you negate it that way, you can special summon it. Quick ruling, Starlight Road. If you activate Starlight Road and special summon Stardust Dragon, and they activate Dark Hole, you negate. You don't get Stardust next turn, unfortunately. Just reminding those that probably like those new players that think that I'm Asian Eyes. Anyway, but this card not only is my favorite card in the world, but is arguably the best Synchro in the game. Shooting Quasar, of course, takes over this, but Stardust is much easier to create, so it kind of depends on who summons what. it's 2500, so it gets killed by Scrap, Thought, Colossal, and Crimson Blader, and Red Dragon Archfiend. But it protects your cards, so that means that they can't Dark Hole, they can't Black Row. Well, they can, they just get negated. They can't Zen Mains, which is why I had Zen Mains. They can't Gemini Spark you. So it's just a really good card. I mean, sure, it can be deprizzed, like it gets killed by depriz, but Stardust Dragon is overall one of the best synchros on the one of the best synchros ever made. I hope they make like Radiance Dragon may swap for Stardust, maybe. No, it will swap for Thought Ruler. Thought Ruler will go down, and Crimson Blader will move over Colossal Fighter. So Colossal Fighter and Crimson Blader begin. But overall, Stardust is the healer of Synchros. Like, yeah, if that made any sense. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm not sure what I think about this myself. I have to rewatch this and post it, and then I've got a lot of editing to do, which I don't even edit because I still have my iPhone, as you can probably tell by this crappy iPhone video. But next we're going to do, like, after this we're going to do the top 5 XYZs. And of course Largia is not going to be on it because it's not generic, but I just thought I'd show you guys Largia. But we will go over rank 4s, and then if you guys like that, we'll go into fusions. We'll redo Synchros, and we'll go to maybe level 6s. Depends. I mean, it's possible because there's Gaia, there's Beast can't, Barkion can't be on there because he's not generic. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I love you all, except for the guys. I like the girls. I'm joking. But thanks. I'll see you around.